Rockstars, it's me, MT, and what if I told you that Nicholas J. Fury has been lying to you? How would you feel if I told you that from the moment he stepped foot in Marvel's Secret Invasion that he's been tricking every single person around him with a very convincing lie? The lie of the LIMP! But most importantly, I am so glad that Secret Invasion is finally here after all these years. Be sure to tune into New Rockstars every Wednesday for our Secret Invasion breakdowns and even more Secret Invasion discussion on our newest channel, The Break Room. The show is filled with conspiracies, research walls, and even more crazy details, and we'll be breaking it all down on New Rockstars and The Break Room. And of course, you can grab some of our awesome Secret Invasion inspired merch over at nerdriot.shop to let people know that you are not a Skrull. That's right, put those shape-shifting allegations to rest by going to nerdriot.shop today. But anyways, unless you are faking an ear injury, you heard me correctly, okay? Nick Fury has been faking a leg injury this entire time. But don't worry, he's not trying to commit insurance fraud like the rest of us. I believe Nick Fury has been pretending to be a man in need of orthopedic surgery, specifically because of this one-man war he is about to wage against a shape-shifting race who have been living amongst humanity for decades. To put it simply, Nick Fury's leg is bait. By limping around in Secret Invasion, Nick Fury is executing one of the most classic and effective espionage techniques in the spy game, known as a canary trap. Now, if you don't already know what a canary trap is, basically it's a spy practice of spreading false information to specific people around you that you suspect to secretly be an enemy undercover agent, and then waiting for that false information to get leaked and make its way higher up your enemy's chain of command. But how could a technique like that help Nick Fury at this point in his life, you may be wondering? Well, to be honest, Secret Invasion would be the best time for the world's top spy to implement this famous spy technique against Gravik and his hidden Skrull invasion, specifically because it makes hidden Skrulls with human faces expose their true allegiances. And it looks like Gravik Skrulls fell into Nick Fury's canary trap pretty much immediately in episode 1.
Fury's in town, Jay.
Is he?
Our man says it's nothing to worry about. He's washed up, walks with a limp, can barely see out the good eye.
Like right away, during the very first scene that we are introduced to Gravik, Pagan informs his leader immediately about this piece of intel about Nick Fury's bad leg, and also tells him that one of their Skrulls on the inside gave him said intel. Ladies and gentlemen, the canary trap has already been sprung. Literally, how did Pagan know that Nicholas J. Fury was walking around with a limp? Because if you look at the way Nick Fury walks around in that entire episode of Secret Invasion, his limp barely manifests at all, and he appears to specifically make an effort to hide said limp. This means that the only person that Nick Fury actively showed his limp to before Pagan tells Gravik about it was none other than his right-hand homie, Maria Hill. That's right, everybody. I believe that Maria Hill was a Skrull the entire time in that first episode of Secret Invasion, and that she has purposely been feeding information from Fury back to Gravik specifically so Gravik knows how to manipulate Nick Fury and Talos best. A Skrull Maria Hill is the only way Pagan could have gotten that information, because she fell right into Nick Fury's canary trap. Now, all Nick Fury has to do is wait until he finds out that Gravik knows about his bad leg, then think back on the very small list of people that he showed his imaginary vulnerability to. And that's how you catch a Skrull, baby. Listen, gang, your enjoyment of Marvel's Secret Invasion will not be complete if you do not watch Inside Marvel on New Rockstars' new channel, The Break Room. Yes, I will miss being on Inside Marvel dearly, but all of my amazing friends will be answering all the burning questions after each episode, and will stop at nothing to uncover all the Skrulls of the MCU. On The Break Room, you'll see all the New Rockstars faces that you've come to love, as well as friends of the channel, new and old. And celebrity guests will be legally obligated to make appearances. Like, there are some up there already, for real. Go look for yourself. Join us for every episode of Secret Invasion as we pour over all the evidence to figure out who is and who isn't a Skrull. And if you don't want to miss a single clue, subscribe over at youtube.com/breakroomnr. We can also potentially see this Skrull Maria Hill at work as Nick Fury, Talos, and her listen in on Sonya Falsworth's private conversation speculating on where the Skrulls could get their bomb for the big Unity Day explosion.
But the immediate threat remains the bombs. 5 specialists in Moscow are capable of building such an explosive. My mind is on this one. Vasily Popryshin, former Chechen rebel, owns a high-end gallery in the city centre.
Then, the scene directly after this moment suspiciously shows Pagan assigning Gaia on a mission to meet the same person that Sonya Falsworth mentioned in the recording. Now, while most people would think that Sonya Falsworth was just coincidentally right on the money with the exact mysterious entity that the Skrulls could get their bomb from, I think that this is very unlikely, considering that Sonya Falsworth only listed one out of a possible 5 entities that could have constructed the bomb. So realistically, there was only a 20% chance of Sonya being right. However, Nick Fury and Talos were coincidentally exactly on the money and found a Skrull impersonating Paprician at his place of work, while also being coincidentally too late to stop Gaia from acquiring the bombs from Paprician before them. I have a feeling that right after Sonya named Paprician as someone who was good at making bombs, this fake Maria Hill sent that intel back to Pagan like she did with Nick Fury's leg and intercepted the real bomb maker before Gaia even got there. And a Skrull Maria Hill could also serve to explain why Nick Fury saw all those Skrulls at Unity Day impersonating people that he saw previously in the episode, like that rude guy from the bar that both her and Nick Fury went to, or that woman or the little girl that he spent a good while awkwardly staring at after telling the fake Maria Hill that he was about to go take a walk in Russia while black. Very interesting choice, Nick Fury. Since she knew that he was about to go on this walk, the Skrull Maria Hill was probably stalking him close by before Sonya Falsworth mediocre bagmen stole Fury away. But most importantly, if Maria Hill was a Skrull during the entire course of the first episode, this means that she was probably planted there by Gravik to fake her own death to make Fury feel a massive amount of guilt. Because you got to remember, if they have the body of Maria Hill, then they have Maria Hill's memories of her helping Nick Fury fake his death in Captain America 2. So they would be able to fake a fake Maria Hill's death in this situation. But at any rate, Gravik doesn't seem to want to kill Fury at Unity Day, or else he would have just shot him along with this Maria Hill. The goal appears to be to make Nick Fury suffer, and him thinking that Maria Hill died because of him would do that. I would suffer if I was Nick Fury. The point is, Nick Fury has spent 3 decades spending time amongst the Skrull people and learning the techniques that they use to infiltrate planets and live in hiding. And although Nick Fury can't detect a Skrull with his eyeballs, his years of experience with these Skrulls taught him how to make a Skrull reveal their own damn self, especially since the Skrulls don't have the luxury of having all of Nick Fury's years of experience as the Earth's greatest spy. This is why I strongly feel that Nick Fury's canary trap of a bad leg is about to catch every single one of these enemy Skrulls by surprise once they realize that they've been had. But other than finding out Skrulls, another big reason why Nick Fury would want to fake his leg injury is primarily because he has resolved to fight this battle against the Skrulls completely alone, and even tells Rhodey as much after Rhodey suggests to call the Avengers.
Maybe we should call our friends.
No, we can't jump the gun on that. Next thing you know, they find themselves duplicated and turned into terrorists. This is my war, Brody.
Like, Nick Fury is the greatest and most feared human spy on the planet, and he knows it. Because this dangerous man is fighting this battle alone, Fury does not want his enemies to be on high alert and be so worried about what he is going to do next. By giving his enemies the false idea that he can barely walk, this allows them to underestimate Nick Fury and rejoice that humanity's greatest protector could barely beat them to the mailbox in the morning. This gives Nick Fury so much more space to move and work freely and face far less resistance. Nick Fury faking this limp is truly the perfect spy technique to execute for Secret Invasion. Like, this dude's a genius. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. You can follow me at MasterTainment on Twitter if you guys want to see me tweet some weird shit and really fun Secret Invasion theories. I'm like all over Secret Invasion on my Twitter. But most importantly, please support our growing network with a Secret Invasion shirt at nerdriot.shop. These shirts are amazing and you will look amazing in them. So go to nerdriot.shop today. And if you like live discussions, debates, and reactions to the titles that you love, be sure to subscribe to our live channel, The Break Room. And don't forget to hit that bell so that you can be notified when we have some more analysis to offer, because we love analyzing things for you guys. We're big old nerds. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching again. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.